Okay, so I have a new video and it's a little bit different than the other ones that I usually talk about, but this is definitely something I've been talking about on my timeline. So the topic of this one is women never get to own their own lives. Because if you think about it, when a girl is born from 0 to 18, she belongs to her parents. And that's if you have the type of parents that believe at 18 you're an adult. Because in a lot of Black or Caribbean households, 18 years old doesn't mean anything. You're still their kid. They brought you into this world that could take you out. You probably still live under their roof. So there's no adulthood really for you there. But you're supposed to learn how to be a woman from that. Like, girls are taught to be women from a young age. And then say 18 to 22 to maybe like 24, 25, you go to college. So you get a degree. So awesome, you leave with a bachelor's, you leave with a master's, you leave with a PhD. But did you leave with an MRS? They expect you to be engaged by the time you're leaving school. Like on your college graduation day, you can't just graduate from college. Now your boyfriend proposed to you, so that's also the day you got engaged, which trumps you having a master's. So that happens. Now you get married. So you belong to your parents, and you belong to school, now you belong to this man. So now you got to cook for this man and clean for this man and keep the house and whatever. Now here goes people pushing, oh, when are you guys going to have kids? Okay, so men can't carry kids, women carry kids. So now you got to carry a child. Now you're a vessel for life. Carrying the child, you give, for 10 months, you give birth. Now you're a mother. Okay, now how long do you have to be a mother? At least 18 years before the kid is considered a legal adult, if the same way you believe in that type of things, that your child is an adult at 18. But that's a lifelong, being a mother is a lifelong thing. So at what point did a woman ever get a chance to be herself? Never. But if you hear women say things like, oh, like I don't want to have kids or I don't want to be married, people look at them like you're crazy. Like, how dare you go against society standards for you and what's set for a woman to be? Especially women. Women will do it too. Like, oh, you'll change your mind. Oh, you're still not married. Oh, you'll find somebody. Like, it's okay. You don't have to be sad. Why would I be sad? And at 35, you're looked at like, oh, no baby? You could have millions of dollars, but no baby, no man? Like, oh, you're losing. Oh, your biological clock is ticking. Like, what? Your success means nothing if it isn't attached to you having a wedding ring or you having stretch marks from you bearing a child and bringing life into this world. But never is it a big deal that women don't get to have their own life or be themselves. Like, you know, you just kind of think about it. And there's so many women who have like fallen into this trap of, oh my God, I'm almost 30, I have to have a baby. Like, what am I gonna do? So they just have a baby with anybody, not somebody that they're with, not somebody that they love. Like, it's just a matter of, at least I'm a mom. Like, if I don't have one, if I don't have both, at least I have one of the two. And there's a lot of women who, when women say that, they don't agree with them, or they, you know, push them like, how dare you go against what a woman's supposed to be, or you're less than a woman, you're less than me. And in a fight, like with women who fight for women's rights, there will be women on the same side as men fighting against women having rights to just be women, like to just be themselves, just to be free. Like, it makes no sense to me. How dare you go against something that you can completely understand? Because when it comes down to something else that doesn't involve women's rights, and it's the man's say so, you're gonna just get pushed to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come second, you come third, you come last. And then a lot of women who have kids, they say stuff like, you know, they have a baby and that becomes their identity. That's all they are, is I'm a mom and nothing else. And you hear them say things like, I was lost before you, or my life meant nothing until I had you, or certain things that kind of just belittle who they are as a person and as a woman. And it's like, that's what you want your kid to look up to? Oh, I have a mom. Like, not my mom does this and my mom does that. You don't give them anything to be proud of. You just give them my identity is mom. That's it. Like, you know, they have a life and they do stuff and they have a baby, and now all their life revolves around is the kid and all the pictures of the kid. And it's like, you can't expect people to just attach to that because that's what you wanted for your life. And that's kind of what I posted. I said, I unfollow girls. My thing is slipping. I unfollow girls who post pregnancy announcements because that just doesn't go with the aesthetic of my timeline. I like to look at businesses. I like to look at women traveling, or, you know, men too, but I like to look at women traveling. I like to look at women that buy homes, or they get married and they buy a house together and they spend some time together. Like, there's no time for you to just kind of enjoy everything that life is, because from 0 to 18, you were a kid. From 18 to 24, you went to school. From 24 to 30, you were married. And from 30 on, you was a mom. You died at 70. You were never anything other than those things. You were never your own woman. And I'm just an advocate for being your own woman. And being your own woman means doing whatever you want to do. And if, you know, you want to have kids and you want to do all that stuff, that's your business. But you can't be mad at other women who are fighting for a right for women to just live. Like, just be here. Just push against society's standards of Women are here to be wives and to be mothers. Because that's all there is, not for me.